Caffeine. You think coffee isn't as addictive as a drug? Think again. You wake up in the morning and feel that deep urge, that pull towards the cup that makes everything okay again. The moment it hits, you're alive, awake, focused. But soon your brain slows down again, and you reach for another, then another. Eventually, it's not really a choice anymore. It's your body's autopilot. Your brain stops making its own energy chemicals because it knows caffeine's coming to do the job. And you start mistaking stimulation for energy. Breaking out of it isn't about quitting overnight. It's about fixing what made you need it so much. Try replacing that first coffee with green tea or chicory root coffee, or maybe just cold water. But more than that, get the sleep your body's been begging you for. To improve your sleep, ensure you get approximately 8 hours a day and sleep at a consistent time every day. Social media. It's 10 p.m. You're ready for bed. Then your phone lights up. You check one message, one reel, and somehow it's suddenly 2 a.m. You don't even remember what you watched. You just know you couldn't stop. These apps are built to keep you scrolling. Engineers literally design them to hit the same dopamine circuits that casinos use. It's not your fault, it's just chemistry. But chemistry can be rewritten. Start by turning off notifications for a while. Keep your phone out of reach when you need to think. Make boredom something you sit with again. Because that silence you keep running from, that's where focus actually grows. Another strategy that helps you avoid being a slave to social media is to change your phone to grayscale. This will make you less susceptible to the bright, bold colors that entice you to click into these apps. Sugar. You see that cookie. You tell yourself you'll just have one. And suddenly you've eaten the whole pack. That rush you feel? That's dopamine flooding your brain, the same way certain substances do. Sugar hits the same reward centers. It numbs pain, calms stress, makes life feel a little easier for a second. Then it fades and you crash. Hungry, tired, moody. So you grab more. To break it, stop fighting cravings head on. Instead, feed your body what it's missing. Protein, fiber, actual meals. And watch out for sugar's sneaky disguises. It hides in places you'd never expect, like sauces or cereals pretending to be healthy. Over time, you will see your energy levels improve. Pornography. Now, we have to have a chat about this one. Everyone tries to avoid this topic. However, in my opinion, this is the biggest drug of them all, porn. With millions of videos spread across the internet, and AI also coming into play, there appears to be no bound on what porn videos display. This is dangerous. Porn gives an instant surge of dopamine far beyond real intimacy. Your brain has been trained for the extreme. Over time, real relationships become boring and disappointing. The high becomes harder to reach, and the lows, emptier. The fix isn't guilt, it's awareness. Notice when you reach for it. What emotion led you there? Boredom, anxiety, loneliness? Replace the habit with something that reconnects you to real life. Move your body, call a friend, go outside. You don't need to fight the urge, you just need to redirect it. Shopping. Today, buying something just requires the click of a button. Online companies have made it all too easy. The shirt that you love pops up when you are scrolling your phone. Add to cart. Then the shoes you have been dreaming of appear. Add to cart. Your brain is craving the anticipation and the little rush before the package comes. Sometimes you don't even want the item itself. You are just craving the thrill of wanting the item. And seconds later, the guilt kicks in, and you are back on your buying spree. Try creating space before you buy. Wait a day, if you still want it, fine. But most times, the feeling fades. You realize that it would have been a purchase collecting dust over the next few years. Unsubscribe from all those just-for-you emails. The less temptation in front of you, the more control you have behind the screen. Negative self-talk. This one is a sneaky one, and let me paint it to you through an example. You tell yourself, I don't like my body. And then you tell yourself the next day again, I don't like my body. And the cycle continues. It's weird, but although it's negative, you secretly love it. Why is that? Well, we humans love to be right, even if it's to our own detriment. If you truly believe that you don't have a beautiful body by saying, I don't like my body, you're secretly telling yourself that you're right. It becomes familiar and comforting. And all of a sudden, you spend a lifetime doing negative self-talk. To unlearn it, try this. Notice the thought, and don't argue with it. Just replace it with something slightly kinder. You don't have to go from "I hate myself" to "I love myself." Just say, "I'm learning to like myself." A simple shift in language can change how you feel every day. It ends up building your self-esteem and makes you much more attractive to those around you. That's how reprogramming really starts. Small rewrites done often. Alcohol, it starts as fun, a way to loosen up, to forget, and it works. For a moment, the world softens, the noise fades. But what comes next isn't relaxation, it's withdrawal. You feel anxious, irritable, down. The same brain chemicals that calm you down are now out of balance. Your peace starts depending on a bottle instead of your own mind. The impacts cascade down, affecting your daily human interactions, relationships, and energy levels. If you want out, don't just quit. Replace the ritual. If you drink to relax, find something else that signals calm. Tea, a walk, music. Tell someone you trust what you're doing. Accountability rewires the habit faster than willpower ever could. Gossiping. Gossip is a drug that no one really talks about. When you share secrets, criticize, or speculate, your brain releases oxytocin. This is the pleasure chemical that makes you feel connected, powerful, and well-versed. But gossip has a dark side. You start to associate connection and judgment together. This means you end up bonding with others over negativity. You bond through tearing others down. The habit ends up resulting in you being critical of yourself and others, which creates disingenuous friendships and negative self-talk. This becomes a drug. To break the loop, try this. Next time you're tempted to gossip, talk about someone's strength instead. It feels awkward at first, but soon it becomes habit. And that shift from judgment to empathy, it changes everything. Gaming. First, it starts off with a reward because you leveled up. And then all of a sudden, you are craving the next dopamine rush. Gaming makes you feel a powerful sense of achievement and victory, which results in you focusing less on real life. Your job, school, and relationships become less exciting. Gaming offers control, mastery, and escape, all the things life rarely guarantees. You don't have to stop completely, just change the rules. Set time before you start, not after. Use games as a reward, not an escape. And if you can, chase some of that same thrill outside the screen. Toxic relationships. It starts with love, ends with confusion. One day they're warm, the next they're cold. Your body becomes addicted to the chaos and to the highs and lows, the rush of being wanted and then rejected. It's not love anymore, it's withdrawal. Walking away doesn't mean you're weak, it means you're finally choosing peace over chemistry. Just remind yourself that being in a toxic relationship will impact years, if not decades, of your life. And if children are part of the picture, witnessing a toxic relationship will affect their psyche. This can have generational impacts that can't be quantified. Set boundaries. Block communication if you have to. Rebuild the version of you that existed before the damage. Because healing isn't revenge, it's reset. Every one of these habits plays with your brain chemistry the same way drugs do. Different tools, same circuits. So if you found yourself in any of them, that's not weakness. That's just wiring, and wiring can be changed. Start small, be patient. And if this hit home for you, maybe share it. Someone else might need it too. If you want to see more of this type of content, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. We would love to hear your thoughts on whether you can relate to any of the daily habits above.